Hey everyone, we are going to talk to the last in the Mages Guild to do the quest Circus of Cheerful Slaughter. I believe I've only done this quest once or twice. I do remember the outcome, but I don't remember all the steps.
I'm glad Shalador found you. I need your help.
What's wrong?
Sheogorath! He's made this process insufferable. I translated the last book you retrieved, but it doesn't make any sense. I can't find anything that might lead us to the next trial. I must be missing something.
Maybe if I read it?
By all means, Circus of Cheerful Slaughter is just there on the desk. But be careful, the treachery of the Mad God knows no bounds.
I'll be careful.
Good luck, my friend.
The research hasn't gone well this time?
This time, it's almost as though the runes themselves were mocking me. I translated the text relatively quickly. You can see when you read it, the words themselves just make no sense.
Are you doing well?
If you told me years ago that I'd do spell work with Shalador, I'd have called you a liar. I'm happy to do the work. It's the chance of a lifetime, but I can't help but feel I'm in over my head.
Yes, this is the Happiness is Loneliness, Loneliness is Happiness book. And it's a portal. The Folly of Isolation, Part 1. Act 1, Scene 1. Fool, believing he knows better than the dashing main character, enters stage left. Before him stands the imposing sight of Heartholdhelm. Within, the three bloodthirsty races of the Ebonheart Pact await. The fool strides forward, facing certain dismemberment by an angry swamp lizards and berserk barbarians.
Welcome to the Circus of Cheerful Slaughter. Step right up, my mortal friend. The show is about to begin, and you're the star.
Show? What show?
You're going to perform a play. My play, actually. Wrote it myself. I call it The Folly of Isolation. It's a tragedy and a comedy. They're both at once. A tromedy.
Why am I doing this?
You want the next tome, right? Well, I need entertainment. I can only light Prince Malil here on fire so many times before it gets boring. You understand?
What exactly do you want me to do?
Before we get to your motivation, we need to set the scene. The scene. Tamriel. The three alliances are at war, and the wee little Mages Guild wants none of it. They want to stand alone.
The play is about the alliances?
Jolly good, you're paying attention. Now, this is a play in 3 acts. In each act, you'll isolate the guild from those bloodthirsty, political, warmongering sons of silkworms. By killing them.
Killing them? Killing who?
Oh, everyone. Right up to the high muckety-mucks themselves. Just remember, you wait for your cues. You kill nobody unless it's in the script. Now, let's get going. I can't wait to see it performed. Here, Malil will even light the way for you.
My soul's on fire!
Don't forget to light the brazier! Ah, you daft fool. Ha! Guess it still hasn't gotten old. I'll meet you up ahead at the bustling packed down of Heartholdhelm. Shall we raise the curtain? Begin the first act?
I'm ready.
Our opening act features the Ebonheart Pact. Ha! That rhymes, doesn't it? I'm a poet, and until now, I didn't realize it.
I'm supposed to fight the whole alliance?
Don't be presumptuous, mortal, or I'll banish you to the Isle of Lusty Bards.
Oh no.
Like I was saying, as the curtain rises, our Ebonheart friends are at peace. Allies. Historically, though, they've been at each other's throats.
If they're at peace, what do I do?
Slavery, border raids, and infighting have them primed for chaos. They just need a little push. I've written myself a part, a small but pivotal role, if you'll excuse me. Hey! You hate each other, remember?
Oh yeah, get up.
Go! Join the practice!
Burn it!
This is your cue! Action!
Burn out!
Set it ablaze! Splendid. But wait, do I hear someone approaching?
Why do you fight, you milk-drinking dog?
Oh, it's simple, my king.
This isn't my
The Mage's
land.
Guild caused this
I
infighting.
need to find
It's
my
all
way
their
home.
fault.
The Mage's Guild?
He
This
told me I could
mewling
go home.
puppy?
I
You
only
want
have to
trouble?
find the way.
Here is trouble for the pack.
Ah, that's Peter Stormare's voice as Joran the Scald King. We'll meet him later. That's not really him.
Step on, the show must go on.
That's not really him. The Folly of Isolation, Part 3. Act 1, Scene 4. A harried-looking high elven woman sits at a table, surrounded by books. Her eyes are locked on the horizon, staring at nothing. Only the most perceptive would notice that a thin line of drool is sliding from the side of her mouth. Before her sits a massive tome, inscribed with the most intricate of runes. Uh-oh. Does that sound like anybody we know? Oh, my husband found this mod, which is great. Every time you open a map, though, you get this yo-yoing cursor to show you where you are, because we just got laptops with very, very high resolution, and now our cursors are so itty-bitty, they just hide on the map, so...
You'll never make a living reading all day. You need to earn some coin, the last.
Even mages take their noses out of their books once in a while. You just can't stand to be around people. Pathetic.
Okay, so... this is about the last.
You have a rare mind, the last. Not once in a century is a Mer with your talent born. We have accepted your application to join our august and storied Mages Guild.
This is the proudest day of my life, Guildmaster. Thank you.
Folly of Isolation, Part 6. Act 2, Scene 2. A noble high elf looks imperiously down her nose at the assembled mages. Razumdar, these mages would depart our borders with critical information, my queen. They say they seek isolation. Queen Irene, truly, perhaps you do not understand the meaning of loyalty, little magelings. Queen Irene is Kate Beckinsale. We shall also meet her later. We already met Razumdar, who is her eye.
Damn the mad god! Why can't I make sense of this text? I'm such an idiot.
We now pause for a brief intermission. Would you like some cheese?
I would say yes, but I can't. Can we skip this?
No time for witty banter, eh? Fine, fine. This act features the Aldmeri Dominion. Cats and elves. I never had a taste for either, honestly. Too much fur and fancy.
And my role is to kill more of your actors?
Let's play it by ear. The scene. Queen Irene is addressing some of your peers. As a master thespian, you should respond to her heartfelt pronouncements as you see fit. And action!
The Mages Guild cannot turn on the Dominion so easily. You are a part of this world, like it or not.
My queen, you don't understand. The Guild does not belong to any alliance. We merely wish to study in peace and solitude.
Hey, quiet down front. I am trying to watch the Queen's speech.
Either you're with the Dominion or you're against us. You want to be removed from this world? Fine, I'll do it for you.
No, don't kill Gideon Emery.
Let me show you the path to exile.
Oh dear.
You can't ignore the world around you.
Oh dear.
Hey, Queenie, you missed a mage. This one is a member of the guild too.
Uh-oh.
Ah, good catch, Jester. Soldiers, give this mage the gift of exile.
Light it up!
Such impertinence. Razumdar, Captain Odreth, take care of this, sir.
Don't make me kill Raz. No, Raz, no. You don't wanna. You love me,
killed
Raz.
my favorite cat.
You don't know it.
Such a loyal pet.
You're gross. Oh, Captain
I'll have to handle this
Aldreth. I don't
myself.
actually remember them.
You face Irene Arana Aldmeri in her full glory.
And see. Let's move on.
Oh dear. The Folly of Isolation Part 7. Herein, the scene where the hero kills their mother as she kills their father as he kills their uncle. See references at the bottom for subtext. All my favorite voice actors in one place. This is awesome. I mean, this is terrible. This is awful. I hate this. My characters always hate Sheogorath stuff. I, on the other hand, think it's awesome.
Ulfsild, I did it. I have created a sanctuary, a retreat that will endure for eons. I shall call it Ivea.
I'll never get lost again. We know that.
Sheogorath, you bastard! The Folium Discognitum wasn't worth an island. I'll get Ivea back, even if it takes 3 lifetimes!
Folium Discognitum, the Book of Not Thinking. Folly of Isolation, Part 8. Herein, find Act 3, where we have a speech about covenants, namely the covenant a Daedric prince has with his wedge of cheese. To love it forever.
Shalador, Ivea is lost. You're obsessed. Can you even hear me? That island was as much my home as yours. My work, my legacy. I can't do this anymore. I've moved on, but you never will. Goodbye. You silly old man.
Ulfi, my love? I swear I just heard you. Where did you go?
So Ulfsild is the founder of Scholarium, and Shalador is her husband, and yes, now they're mad at each other.
The third act always brings me down.
And why is that?
Because it means the play is almost over. I'm enjoying this so much I don't want it to end. And the sideshows. Have you enjoyed my little illusionary performances? Very illuminating, I think.
I suppose. What do I do in this last act?
I won't tell you. I show you. That's the essence of storytelling. Show, don't tell. What do you think this is? Community theatre?
I have no idea.
Well, it isn't. This is a professional production, and you are the star. I've set the scene. We can just improvise from there. Remember, show, don't tell.
And I want to tell him, stop telling me that, which he would really appreciate, but he can't. I love you, Sheogorath.
Stage left, we have the founder of the Mages Guild, Varnus. Stage right, we have your old friend, Archmage Shalador. And backstage, we have Velast, your new friend and confidant in the Mages Guild. But what's this? Why, it's King Emmerich and his friends from the Daggerfall Covenant. No doubt he's got kind words to share. Take it away, Your Highness!
For perpetuating the use of magic, we hereby burn you at the stake. Let your corruption be gone from this land, once and for all.
Huh, seems like nobody wants you around. Ha! So, this is the final scene. Save your friends. Then, I'll give you me book.
Okay. Folly of Isolation, Part the Last. Act 4, Scene 6. A noble high elf looks imperiously over her nose at the assembled mages. Razum Dar. Those mages would depart our border with critical information, my queen. They say they seek isolation. Queen Irene, truly, perhaps you do not understand the meaning of loyalty, little magelings. Razum Dar. Where have I heard that before? Oh my god. That's awesome. Okay. Save my friends. Oh, that's Bill Nye. Hi, Bill. We killed High King Faharajad.
Books are my only friends. What happens when even books turn on me?
From who is the King of Hammerfell. That's the book. I'm supposed to save other friends? Do I have other friends to save?
Oh, so much pain.
King Kurog. Ogre? Sorry, not Ogre. Orc.
I would have given up the island for her. She never gave me the chance to decide. My wife.
Oh, my dear, you ignored her so much. Don't even. I saw. She was standing right there, talking to you.
Sheogorath is so much smarter than I am. I'm like a child before him.
Yeah, okay. Afraid Shalador doesn't come out looking very good during this whole thing. Alright, Bill, let's do it. All my friends are dead.
Bravo! Author! Author! Oh, wait, that's me.
I did as you asked. Can I have the tome now?
I don't know. Your performance was a bit uninspired at points. And you refused to eat cheese with me.
Give me the cheese. I want the cheese. We had a deal.
Yes, you did make me laugh. And cry. And kick Malil in the head. I suppose that's all I could ask. Take your book. Just don't eat it all at once.
How do I get out of here?
The book will take you back. It knows the way. Just remember, little actor, you still have one book left. And if you thought my play was rough, just think of what's ahead.
I love you. Robier's vegetable garden. A rich Breton named Robier, often called Uncle by his neighbors, owned a great plantation whose crops fed dozens of villages. Day and night his serfs worked the fields, plucking aphids and worms out by their fingernails if they had to, in order to make the produce the best and most delicious in all of High Rock. Then the creature invaded his fields. Beneath the noses of the workers it devoured potatoes and cabbages, carrots and lettuce, radishes and beans. It stumped the efforts of the serfs to catch it. Sometimes people would think they had it, dive forward to grab it, and impale themselves on tools left on the ground. Other times the creature would sneak up behind them in broad daylight and push them over to break their necks. It was believed that Uncle Robier was cursed somehow, and the creature was some kind of revenge for a person he had wronged in his past. Serfs abandoned the fields, willing to risk a week in the stocks rather than death at the hands of the creature. Soon Uncle Robier's fields were stripped bare by the ravenous creature, and even he began to believe the superstition himself. He locked himself in his chateau and pleaded to the divines, but they were silent. All Robier could hear was the sound of the creature scratching beneath the floorboards, inside the walls, and in the cupboards as it devoured all he had left to eat. Huddled inside his bedroom in the dark of night, Robier watched as the last candle burned itself to a nub and went out. Then the creature devoured him as well. Oh, look, there are like fingerprints at the bottom of the book. Ooh. He's creepy. He's creepy. Ooh. Okay.
What happened? Where did you go?
Sheogorath put me through another trial, but I have the third book.
Oh, I'm almost afraid to ask what happened. I hope this trial wasn't too painful. I'll start translating this book right away. We've got one more trial to go. Nice work. There's only one more trial. We'll let you know once we're finished delving through Sheogorath's madness.
You were in my last trial.
I was? What happened?
Sheogorath forced me to save duplicates of you, Scholarium, and Shalador.
The more we deal with him, the more I'm convinced. The mad god is a spoiled child, pulling legs off bugs just to watch them twitch. What else happened?
He had me attacking visions of the alliances, even the leaders.
Some kind of commentary about Shalador's goal, no doubt. He may be a child, but Sheogorath certainly knows how to make a point.
Okay, so we need to read more books before we can qualify. It says there's a book here. Is it here? Oh no, it's in the other other building. Okay. I can see it through the walls. All right. Start the wing of the dragon. Okay, let me check the vendors. I don't think Call's gonna get anything new.
Impress your friends.
I don't
But of course you
know.
do. Ask away,
I don't know if this... A signature with class. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this, like, changes week to week or what. Alia's Journal 1. I can't believe it's finally done. I'm an official Knight of the Order of the Lamp. From now on, I'll serve the Mages Guild the way that best suits me, as a votary. Of course, Father would have preferred me to stick with the adepts in the classrooms, but I've always found swords easier to understand than sorcery. I've already received my first assignment. I'll be accompanying a small group of adepts out to an Iliad ruin tomorrow at dawn. It should be fairly uneventful. They're just studying some carved runes near the entrance to the structure. How dangerous could it be? I guess the guild doesn't quite trust me to protect the adepts on my own just yet. There's another votary on this journey, a dark elf named Laren. He's not much more experienced than I am, maybe one season ahead of me in class. I suppose we're both still just saplings in the grand scheme of things. At least he's easier to talk to than the mages in this group. Maybe it's because I used to be one of them, but I can tell they think we're unnecessary. If their magic is all they need. I know most of them could probably defend themselves if it came down to it, but magicka can be depleted. As long as I have the strength to swing my sword, I know I can depend on it. I think we're getting close. The adepts are starting to perk up, and my weary feet tell me we've been on the road a good while now. It'll be nice to take a break when the mages examine their runes or whatever it is they're up to. The conquests of Hubalajad. And so did Prince Hubalajad set sail from Him with 56 ships to claim a realm for his own in the desert lands of Hagatha. Finding the coast barren and unforgiving, he turned and sailed south and east until he came to the fertile peninsula of Kenfrin's Boot. Here the prince found an excellent harbor in an empty land. As was fitting, Prince Hubalajad determined he should be the first to set foot in his new home and commanded his guards to row him ashore. Alas, the prince's approach was espied by scouts of a fierce Nedic tribe, who crept close to watch from the hillside above the strand. Seeing Prince Hubalajad in all his finery standing on the bow of the boat, a disrespectful Nade loosed an arrow that struck the prince's headdress and lodged there. The prince was obliged to cast himself into the waves to escape the hail of arrows that followed. Outraged by this insult to the prince, the mighty warrior Ra'abad sprang to the shore and charged cheering foes. Though he was grey with years, Ra'abah slew 7 Nades before any of the Prince Hubalajad's other guards could join them. They drove away the barbarians with great slaughter as the prince finally waded ashore. Those standing near thought Prince Hubalajad would rebuke Ra'abah for taking the honor of being first to land, but instead, the prince embraced the old hero and thanked him for avenging his dignity. I meant to call this place Hubalajad's Landing, but fate and valor deemed otherwise, he said. Let it be known as Abba's Landing from this hour hence. And as the prince commanded, so it was done. Abba's Landing is in the Thieves' Guild line.
The path to master scribing seems to be a winding one, eh? Fable upon fable. Except, I know I've heard the story of Misby before, and when I paged through earlier, it seemed off.
What do you mean by off?
Missing something. Not quite right. It stood out because we found copies of the Fable of the Dragon all over the library. We couldn't tell which one was Ulfsild's annotated copy because, well, that's your thing. However, we did find an echo.
An echo about the dragon? Where did you find it?
I think it's about the dragon, but I could be wrong. I love puzzles, but Ulfsild's echo said some pretty cryptic stuff. It's in the first room straight ahead as soon as you enter the East Wing. Just let me know if I can be any help.
I'll look for the echo in the East Wing then.
The others and I are trying to look at the fable of the dragon the way you do. You know, deciphering locations from the text, in case you need our help. It started a few arguments, but I don't mind. Helps that I like the work.
You like riddles?
I love them. Julian hates them. Laren seems indifferent, and Nard says he likes them, but I think he was just trying to be nice. How do you feel about them? Do you like riddles?
I like riddles too.
You seem the type. Even still, if you need my help or just want to talk some ideas over, come find me. From everything I've read so far, the dragon loves riddles the way the ones in the stories love gold.
Thanks. I'll let you know if I need help with a riddle. Hello, little spider. Are you seeking knowledge? You're not gonna guard? Okay.
On the path to ally with the dragon, you must choose your words carefully. If she asks if you are my inheritor, do not agree or disagree. Insist upon taking her trial. Then, seek my annotated fable as the meeting of many paths, a room full of doors with no hinges.
You listened to the echo? I think she's talking about the portal room, but we searched it 3 times over. There's no fable in there.
Why do you think she's talking about the portal room?
The antechamber to the main hall is a portal room, not just because it's convenient, but because it was easy. I could sense spell hooks aplenty in that room, dating back to Ulfsild's era. They used that chamber for the exact same purpose.
Your magic came in handy again.
Be good at what you do, my mother always used to say. Even if it's not your calling. Hang on, I didn't think about Ulfsild's lens. Maybe the book's hidden in there and you're the only one who could see it. I bet that's it. Go find out.
I'll go check on the portal room then. Fable of the Dragon annotated. So I'll read the red parts. Reaper's March, obviously. I made the mistake of taking this fable far too literally. My secondary notes went on a tangent about the urn and how a dragon would have lived in someone's head, let alone escaped the halls of Colossus. Easy enough. Just any. Sir is just west of Dune. I'd guessed a candle, or more grimly, a marriage. This has to be Docrine Monastery. Claws here must mean monks of the Order of the Claw. Kaj Ralith, Shal and I passed through there years ago on the first journey to Somerset together. Lovely place. I guessed a cave, and while that's not right according to Misby, it's also not wrong. I think I know this willowed grove. It's even further south than the village named after it. I was right, it's a cave. It's a cave, Sharp. Sharp does not care.
You're on the path to meet the dragon. This luminary was a real challenge for Ulfsild, and might prove the same for you. Just remember to breathe deeply and stay calm. That's what she told herself the first time through.
Do you have any clues for the riddles from the Fable of the Dragon?
The monastery Dokrin can be found southwest of Grand Ral Ka on a crescent moon of water. I don't wish to reveal any more. Ulfsild put her thoughts down plain enough. Have faith in your own cleverness. Good luck.
I've never seen a dragon myself, but I've seen the damage they can cause. Pity they can't all have an appetite for riddles over destruction, like in that fable.
Do you have any clues for the fable of the dragon?
As it happens, I'm studying to pick up Ta'agra as a second tongue. Jazenji Sir translates to Jode's Light in Cyrodiilic. Those ruins are just west of Dune, though I suppose they weren't ruins in Ulfsild's time. Stay safe.
Votary Laren's addition to the Scholarium. Nalia asked that Julie and I should add to the records of the Scholarium. I'm not sure if Julian is working on her addition in secret, but I assume that's the case. There's so many books here. I am almost not sure what to write. Can I even make a poor choice of topic? Archmage Ulfsild included all sorts of books in her library, so I can't really do anything to disrespect or tarnish her collection, which is comforting. Well, I suppose this is it then. The writings of Votary Laren, Knight of the Lamp. I'm not sure that life ever turns out the way we expect it to. Younger iterations of myself dreamed of battles and skirmishes, racing between foliage to outmaneuver my enemies. I thought that adventure was always exciting cave delving and revelations. Sometimes it is, and those moments are thrilling, but adventure and battle are more complex than I'd ever given them credit for as a youngster. Many of my compatriots would never appreciate the work I do with the Order now. They wanted a certain type of adventure and became soldiers. Luckily for me, the Order of the Lamp thought I had the qualifications to be a knight. As I sit here with quill in hand, I find I can't quite believe all that I've done, all that I've seen. I thought I would just be a bodyguard for the mages, protect them from trolls and minotaurs when they did something serious and bookish. But that hasn't been my life at all. Well, to be fair, I have fought off trolls. But I found much to my delight. I do not fight alone. Almost all of the mages I'm sent to protect know how to defend themselves. Sometimes, like now, I get to pair up with another votary in the Order. I've battled furious Dremor on cliff faces, defeated raging Atronachs in the depths of mountains, and cut through armies of the undead to stop necromancers from sweeping across whole territories. I'm not so idealistic to say that those battles were easy affairs. Mages make a lot of noise and cause a lot of distractions. It's never easy to use my own weapons in the chaos of a magical battle. I suppose that's why the Order is so particular about who they recruit. Not every fighter can perform in those circumstances. But now I find myself in a hidden library. I suppose I expected more danger, but I'm not going to complain about a slower assignment. There's enough to explore and learn that my days aren't spent idly waiting for another assignment. So no, life is not as I expected it, and that's wonderful. It's real. Well, for now, I think that that's about all I can say on the subject. Nalia, I hope this is a good addition to the collection, and wherever she is, Ulfsild appreciates what we're doing here.
I won't lie. I was envious that you had first rights to exploring this place with Nalia, to restoring the altar, especially after seeing how much she's opened up with you around. Now that I know it involves riddles,
not so much.
Do you have any clue for the riddles from the Fable of the Dragon?
There's a village called Willow Grove in the south of Reaper's March. As you can imagine, it's near a large grove of willows. I don't really care for riddles, but Nalia said she could use the help, and that's the best I can figure.
Do you know of any caves near Willow Grove?
I don't know. Probably not in the village itself. Aren't there caves everywhere? You're headed there anyway. Maybe find a viewpoint and have a look around.
Any luck finding what you need? Anything I can do to help?
Do you have any clues for the riddles from the Fable of the Dragon?
Can I see the annotations? Here, Kaj Rawlith. That's an old ruin site in northwestern Reaper's March. Fort Grimwatch is built over it now. And the bit about the door at the end. Did you notice that riddle went unsolved in the fable?
Ulfsild's notes came up with an answer.
No, don't tell me, I want to guess. What has a wide mouth, yet never speaks with its own voice? It's a well, right? Because when you speak into a well, it speaks back in an echo.
Ulfsild's notes said it was a cave.
Then I suppose we're both right. Perhaps there's a few potential answers these riddles could have. Though for your sake, hopefully not. Good luck out there.
Okay, if you look at the map, there are considerably fewer books than there were when we started. We're slowly getting there.
It will take more than steel to keep the Colovians at bay.
Okay, it looks like this is a place for buying someone a drink if they're not here right now. Okay.
Top quality merchandise.
Okay. Moon Sugar for Glossy Fur? Yes. By Rathuni La Dawnwhisker, daughter of Azura. This one brings you good news, my cats and kittens, tigers and tigresses, especially for everyone who loves moon sugar. And that's all of us, isn't it, my lion hearts? Because I admit it, nothing makes our tails twitch like a moon sugar glazed sweet roll. If you're rather like Rathuni, this one knows you were positively reeling last sun's dawn at Abbess Mitzi's song paper, in which she was reported that it's not just the vile drug skooma that's bad for you, but our beloved moon sugar itself. She declared that overconsumption of the Queen of Sweets is responsible for anxiety, droop ear, sudden weight gain, and even the panting quivers. Imagine! Her song paper spreads panic across the kitchens of catkind as we all try to find substitutes for moon sugar molasses and granule loaves. Prices of moon sugar cane plummeted, while sorghum and sweet beets suddenly vanished from the markets. Personally, this one was beside herself when she was tapped to provide the sweet cake provender for the Riverhold Mid-Year Festival. Somehow, the petty paws just weren't the same. So mortified. But I promised you good news, didn't I, little mates? And here it is, after simply months of alchemical research, generously sponsored by the Canefield Farmers Alliance. This one is here to tell you of her complete inability to duplicate Abbess Mitzi's results. One can only conclude that the abbess, who is getting on in her lives, poor dears, made an error in her calculations somewhere. My research shows that consumption of moon sugar in normal moderation does not generate any of the dire effects alleged in that scary Sun's Dawn song paper. In fact, and here's the best part, though I fear the title of my song paper has spoiled the surprise, hasn't it? Regular consumption of non-distilled moon sugar derivatives is actually what gives a Khajiit the gloss in her fur. Yes, my lion hearts, we can have the sweets we love, as well as shiny, split-end free coats, and no wonder my pelt was looking so dull lately. So there you have it, kitten darlings. Isn't Rathunila, who always brings you the catnip? You know it is, leopard loves. The one who will just have you with a quick recipe for my clan mother's moon sugar biscuits. This one will just leave you with a quick recipe for my clan mother's moon sugar biscuits. Here it is, and enjoy. 3 mugs moon sugar, mug of water, 1 pat suet, sifted flour, red wheat flour. Mix the dry ingredients together. Next, slowly add the dry mix to the moon sugar, mixing constantly. Scoop out dough with a spoon and place on a hot rock or in a cooling oven until golden brown. Serves 3, or maybe just you.
Yeah!
Master Zoriam's Tale, Part 1 by Ginanth. The Temple of Two Moons dance in Torval has for many hundreds of years been the finest training ground in all Tamriel for warriors of foot and fist. The masters teach students of all ages from all parts of Tamriel the most ancient techniques and the most modern variations, and many a formal pupil has graduated to great fame. I myself trained there, and as a young child I remember asking my first master, Zoriam, which former student he felt had the best learned the lessons of the temple. I was not a teacher when I met this man, but a student myself, he said, smiling in reminiscence, his great wrinkled face becoming even more like the withered fruit of the bathroom tree. This was long ago, before your parents were born. For many years I had trained at the temple, rising to study in more difficult and demanding classes taught by the wisest and most learned masters of the Two Moons dance. Ginanth, you will come to understand that the tempering of your body must attend the tempering of your mind, and there is a prescribed order to training we at the temple have designed over the years, in concordance with the way of Riddlethar. I had reached the highest level, where my power and skill were such that even by supernatural magical means few could ever best me in weaponless combat. There was a servant at the temple, at the time, a Dunmer a few years older than myself, and those in my class. We'd never noticed him but in passing over the years, for he would enter the training chambers quietly, clean for a few minutes' time, and leave without saying a word. Not that we would have listened if he spoke, so enraptured were we in our exercises and lessons. When our last master told some of us, myself included, that the time had come for us to leave the temple or become teachers, there was a great festival of celebration. The Mane himself deigned to visit and observe our ceremony. As we were and are a temple of philosophy and combat, there were contests of debate and competitions in the temple war arena, not only among the elite few, but open to all students. On the first day of the festival, I was examining the gladiatorial roster to see who I would fight with first, when I heard a conversation behind me, the servants speaking to the archpriest of the temple. It was the first time I heard the Dunmer's voice, and the first time I heard his name. "I understand you wish to rejoin your people's struggle in Morrowind, Taran," the archpriest was saying. "I'm sorry to hear it. You've been an institution here for many, many years, and you will be missed. If there's anything I can do for you, please name it." "Thank you for your kindness," the Dunmer replied. "I do have a request, but I fear you would be loath to grant it. Ever since I first came to the temple, I have been watching the students learn, and practice myself when my duties allowed for it. I know I'm but a servant here, but I would be honored if you would allow me to compete in the war arena." I stifled my gasp at the Mer's impertinence to even suggest that he would be worthy to fight with those of us who had trained so hard. To my surprise, the archpriest agreed, adding the name Taran Ornathan to the roster at the beginner's level. I was eager to whisper the news to my fellow elite students, but my first bout was scheduled to begin in a few minutes' time.
I'd rather explore the nastiest delve than the nicest city. Let's go.
Khajiit's lost journal page. That hopefully dear sister will eventually understand this one's pilgrimage. A monk must leave home, even into danger, to further his understanding. One day Kala will see things as this one does. For now, there is much travel ahead. 13-second seed. Reaper's March faces strife from many directions.
Resting up before I'm ready to fall over. That's new.
While the Colovian invasion draws the able away from other duties, temples fall into disrepair. Jode's Light is rumored to have been infested by thunderbugs and other destructive creatures, and even a haunting. Unacceptable. This one will put things right. Okay, I believe we came in here for Zareth Var's quest, but we didn't finish the delve. Might as well do it now. Second Khajiit's journal page. Second mid-year. Reached the Temple of Jode's Light after much travel. Thunderbugs and bats fill the remains of the temple, but largely pose little threat to this one. They'll be cleared out eventually. The haunting is of greater concern. A dark presence permeates these walls. 7 mid-year. It's been nearly a week. This one believes the dark presence is none other than an accursed Dromothra. If the suspicion is correct, this temple is a very dangerous place. This one has left the bats and thunderbugs to dissuade errant travelers. A danger, to be sure, but a lesser one compared to the dark spirit infesting this place. Dark spirit coming right up. Utanar. In the dark.
I can't contain it!
Oh, he apologized. Sorry. I'm sorry. Third Khajiit journal page. 9 mid-year. The Dromothra whispers to this one, foolishly thinking it can break a monk's resolve. It has only served to strengthen convictions. It must be contained and cannot be allowed to escape this place and wreak havoc on innocence. This one will fight it, so that others do not have to. 11 mid-year. A wandering pilgrim happened into the temple today. Perhaps a soldier, as the thunderbugs posed little threat to him. This one's warning was too late. The Dromothra spirit managed to possess the hapless soldier. The spirit attempted to flee in its new body and escape this one's careful watch, but it was to no avail. The soldier will be missed. The vigil must be doubled as the spirit came too close to escape. The measures this one must take to contain the evil are harsh but necessary.
Contain it! Watch it! You good? Of course you are. You good? Of course you are.
Let's see what you're made of.
Move it!
Briefing, Arenthia. By Centurion Ionius Ocella. This unit will begin occupation of Arenthia within a fortnight. To ensure our success in the operation, every soldier needs some knowledge of the city and its civilians. Go in unprepared and you'll end up robbed blind or stuck full of wood elf arrows without knowing how or why. Having spent some years guarding caravans in transit from Arenthia to Skingrad, I can provide the information you need to avoid personal harm and unnecessary provocation of the citizenry. Don't be lulled into complacency by the familiar buildings. This city is nothing like home. Though some Colovian traders from north of the River Strid have settled here, they're outnumbered by the wood elves from the south and the Khajiit who roam in from the eastern savannas. In the past, this city's allegiance has changed as often as the wind, but the flimsy Khajiiti hovels and the elves' temporary tree shaping don't endure like the good Colovian stone from which most of the lasting structures are built. You'll encounter plenty of wood elves and Khajiit, so a general awareness of their customs and practices will prove useful. Wood elves become unreasonably aggressive if they believe a plant or tree is in danger. If any trees need to be cleared, obtain permission from your superior and assemble an armed squad. Also be aware that wood elves are fond of indulging in drink, and their normally irreverent tongues become even worse when soaked. A word of advice, do not engage in drinking contests with these elves no matter how they taunt you. Khajiit make up a sizable portion of the population, though few hold permanent residence here or anywhere. These moon worshippers drift in and out in bands, bringing their sugary liquor and garish fabrics to market. Exercise caution if you are approached by one of the pleasure partners that often travel with these caravans. They are invariably thieves, and by the time you realize you've been picked clean, they'll be halfway back to Dune. On a related note, we've caught wind of a ring of skooma smugglers that may be operating out of the city's shamefully disused Temple of the Divines. This is an affront to the Divines and will be investigated once our hold is established. We will clear out the scum if the rumors prove true, but there is to be absolutely no looting of the temple. In time, we will restore it to its rightful glory. Your job is to make certain that our grip on Arenthia is ironclad, enforce martial law, and keep the peace as much as possible. But be swift to quell any potential disturbance. Remember, no culture can claim traditional ownership of the city. It belongs to the banner with the most troops on the ground, and that's going to be ours.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, Sharp. I just tried to kill Sharp. Good thing there's no friendly fire.
Good eye.
From the sides!
Got your back.
Move!
Better overstocked than under.
Wow, I have 4 houses here. Okay.
Let's move!
Proper life, 3 chants. Marching songs of the Alessian Order. The Archmonk's dream. To sleep, to dream of Tamriel, unsullied by Anuliel. Manape tell us, Maruk guide us. What child of man could fail to be in bliss of Nirn were elven free? Manape tell us, Maruk guide us. We willing march to heed your call, devoted, pious, one and all. Manape tell us, Maruk guide us. Your mandates we embrace. The song never sung at twilight. That is not cruel which cures. O faith, charity, rigor. By faith true heart endures. O hope, clarity, vigor. 77 shall guide us. O praise, honor, and duty. Alessia lives inside us, and truth is one with beauty. The 43rd praise song of Alessia. My very inner organs swell when I am called upon to tell the glory in expunging taint in honor of our blessed saint. Alessia, all praise to her who freed men from the hated myrrh. Thrice blessed are those who emulate her sanctified, uplifting hate. This, never that. This, never that. Ugh. You chose poorly. This is a huge warren. Ooh. Fire. I don't even know what those are. Bizarre little mushrooms? Little trees with sleeping caps?
My head is spinning. So much to decipher, so much to unravel. Why?
Ah, at last. Let's see how clever you are. Mortal, let us dispense with pleasantries. You are here to master scribing, to amplify the power of the altar and walk in the footsteps of the Archmagus Ulfsild. In short, her inheritor. Do I have that right?
I'm just here to take your trial.
Fascinating. I sensed the power of the Indrik about you, so clearly you're here seeking my approval. In a way, that's acting as Ulfsild's inheritor. Can we at least agree on that?
I want to take your trial, dragon.
Very well. Have it your way. Inheritor or not, we'll have ample opportunity to see what kind of mind you have in there. Place my fable upon the dais to connect my wing to the Scholarium once more. We rejoin the Scholarium as it should be. Mortal! It's been some time since I had the pleasure of real conversation. I may have begun this relationship on the wrong wing. What do you say we begin again? I am the dragon, a being of purest magic, intellectual, and enjoyer of riddles.
Why do you enjoy riddles so much?
I am endlessly fascinated by the world inside the mind, the universe within. And what are riddles but a shift in perspective? Even the smallest question can lead to an entirely new worldview, if asked at the right time.
What do you want me to do for your trial?
I want to see if you have a mind for riddles. I've written a series that will whet your appetite for greater challenges to come. If you can decipher all of them, oh, well done. But you need only complete those which most appeal to you.
Is there anything else I should know?
Ulfsild struggled with my puzzles alone. It was her choice, but it made her miserable. You, mortal, are welcome to confer with others to solve these riddles. Ulfsild's inheritor or not, this will be fascinating to watch. Good luck.
Understood. I'll solve some of your riddles.
Which riddles will you solve, huh? Which ones will you seek help to solve? Choices made are so instructive, so revealing. Don't you agree?
It just sounds like this, I was like, boy, they really got a smoker for this. It's a very smoky voice. I'm like, it's a dragon. It's good casting. Can I ask you a few questions?
What is the shape of your mind? I'm eager to see. I hope to learn about you by what you deem worthy of asking.
Why did you choose to be a dragon?
There is beauty to this countenance, is there not? And as I could have chosen anything when I was formed, why would I not be this magnificent creature? Frankly, I think it's embarrassing that the others chose such pedestrian shapes.
I'd like to talk about the other luminaries.
If I must, the others are fine. Luminary. I've never been overly fond of that term. Ulfsild was insistent that for scholarship she needed a word, a way to refer to us. It suffices, I suppose.
What do you think about the Indrik?
A pompous old goat with an inferiority complex. He is terrified the power we wield might be misused. He spent centuries of existence wishing he, and by extension I, did not exist.
The Indrik seem focused on the responsibility of your power.
We're immortal beings made from magic itself. What responsibilities do we have? To me, it seems irresponsible not to focus on intellectual pursuits, on improvements in thought.
What do you make of the Griffin?
A grizzled old knight who's fallen from his horse one too many times. He's adopted the concept of justice, as if he's the only one of us with a moral compass. It would be pathetic if not for his stewardship of that delightful little creature.
Can you tell me about the Netch?
A vacuous gasbag with pretensions of do-goodery. A limitless existence, unimaginable power, and the best he can think to do with it is slip sweets and coins into the pockets of the downtrodden.
You don't think the Netch accomplishes anything?
Perhaps the Netch makes the lives of mortals easier. But we are beings of pure magic who, as far as I am aware, will live for eons. Why is it not the Netch's goal to make whole civilizations bettered, more focused? Maddening.
I have a few other questions.
What is the shape of your mind? I'm eager to see. I hope to learn about you by what you deem worthy of asking.
Why are you so focused on riddles in the mind?
I exist because of a confluence of magic beyond the bounds of mortal influence. I was not born from a magical accident or a summoning gone awry. The ebb and flow of Aetherius and Nirn were my parents. A small riddle for you then. Why was I born?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. That's why the mind fascinates me, mortal. It exists without purpose, but is beautiful in its complexity. And a riddle is a rock thrown into the pool of your contemplations. How could I not find that endlessly fascinating?
Okay. The riddles of the dragon. Riddle of battle. March forth and reap the 6 strongest foes where the dunes give way to golden plains beyond the moons. Riddle of war. Plunder the spoils from beneath the war-scarred land torn thrice wise, where the wood cracks, the hay takes note, and the toads rest their feet. Riddle of the moon. From the monastic garden, guarded by ordered claws, pluck that which blooms only in the light of the dark moons. Riddle of the hunt. Give chase to quarry in the sun-kissed lands from where Nisbe and her dragon made flight. Red in tooth and claw is your prey. Riddle of the game. Best an adversary on a battlefield bereft of pain and blade and death for prestige and patrons' love. Yes, I can't play cards. Riddle of the rich. Seek 2 sets of sequestered spoils in the 3 major settlements of Reaper's March. Yes.
Even if your allies tell you the answers, you'll still need to complete the tasks yourself.
I get to play tribute. Yay! Thank you, dragon! Okay. Alright. One more main quest. Well, not one more. I don't remember when the last main quest is. Let's see. I might get a hint from Soul Magic. Soul Magic. I'm at 5. This only advances with the world quest, with the main quest. I don't know how high it goes. Sometimes it'll tell you next point in whatever unlocks. Okay, unlocked at Soul Magic rank 6. Alright, so it 6. Huh. Interesting. Okay, that is... Is there an extra book over here? Down here? Nope, that's right over the side. Okay, don't do that. I'm going. Thank you for cards. I love you. Okay. Glenumbra. Interesting. Scholarium scribblings is supposed to be here. But I'm not jumping down. Wonder if there's a way down over here. I'm gonna guess not. Anyway, I can figure it out. Okay, so I will do that tomorrow. I'll do the card game offline because it's, I mean, it can be really hard to win a game. PvE is one thing, but
Is in place.
I don't think I even hit anything. I tried. No. I would have seen a chest show up right there. I had hit anything. So this is the... Oh, I did hit something. No? No. No, that's just someone's... Alright. Fine. So, the question is whether or not the main quest extends, because this, I'll show you on the map, this realm, Cold Harbor, is an extension zone. I believe the main quest ends and then they will send you onto Cold Harbor. So I know that's a very long quest line. So I don't know if that's included in the main quest or not. We might be close to the actual end. I don't remember. Cold Harbor. Excuse me. I have suddenly... Well, you're here. And occupied, so I won't interrupt. Cold Harbor is Molag Bal's realm in Oblivion.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn.
Why have you summoned me, Varen?
As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molag Bal. The power of his worm cult is broken forever.
But Molag Bal is still a threat, and I haven't found my soul.
That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do.
How can we be sure that Manimarco is truly gone?
In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molag Bal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it.
Show me these visions.
Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Sai-Sahan will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining.
What is this link?
It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but stated plainly, you are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer.
What offer?
When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner.
Go on.
The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Manimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th.
What are you suggesting?
We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic. But please, humor an old soldier.
Okay, so your options are, I'm honored to join you as the last member of the 5 companions, or the 5 companions failed, let's not risk repeating history. Honestly, many of my characters choose the second option, but in this case, I am going to humor an old soldier. Sai-Sahan does not deserve insult, and so I will say, I'm honored to join you as the last member of the 5 companions.
My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Sai-Sahan. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Sai-Sahan, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day. By the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan, may our blade of fellowship be forged anew. And may the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Sai-Sahan is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars,
and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now.
He was a wise man, your father.
I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends.
We may not get another chance. What do you want to talk about?
Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bal.
There's a whole world to explore. I want to see what's out there.
Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes.
What about you?
Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages.
Are you serious?
What? No. Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titan-born shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through?
The death of so many people.
You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. You just learn to live with it. But I can live my life with his daring and spirit and joy. That way he'll never die. Not really.
What about you?
Oh, lots of things. Friends lost. Missed opportunities. Failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that.
What else is on your mind?
One last thing. You like mead?
Sure.
I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave.
I'll drink to that.
Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Manimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service.
That's not why I did it.
The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller.
Is that your way of thanking me?
I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bal remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger.
What did you have in mind?
First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them.
What then?
Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul.
Is it even possible to defeat Molag Bal?
I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings.
Go on.
With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely. and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit.
How?
The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you.
Won't you just cause another soul burst?
Only if we use it here on Nirn. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price.
There always is.
Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual.
Someone has to die?
More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning.
No, the price is too high.
Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived, and I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again.
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you.
Okay, so, here I always, without exception, choose Varen. He is the most responsible for this.
It appears we have come full circle, Vestige.
Does one of you truly have to die?
That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice.
First, the plane meld must be stopped.
As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all.
I'll find a way.
When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.
Okay. Hey, Cadwell. What is he juggling? They fish? They're fish! He's juggling fish. Awesome. Alright, let's do some stuff in Glenumbra. So I got my second piece of gold, orange, whatever the highest quality I've seen gear today. That is a ring that gives 45% speed out of combat. And so my sorcerer is running around banging into walls happily, not accustomed to the speed. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've also discovered I can make copies using the transmutation station, which used to be only usable for changing gear. So you see this Spriggan, it has a training trait. Transmutation station used to be able to change that, and now you can duplicate entire pieces of gear if you've had them before, including the mythics, which is amazing. Alright, going to talk to where's Gwen? So I'm running around, spending all my money, making new sets of gear for everyone. It's a good time. Uh-oh.
Good to get stocked up.
What? Who? Damn it all! The last person who snuck up on me got a sword in the gut for their trouble.
I didn't mean to startle you, Whereas Ileana sent me to help.
Sorry. Old habit. I was in the guard before joining the Weird. Damned bloodthorns have taken our Weird tree. I've never seen magic like this. I don't know what you can do, but if Elena sent you, your help is welcome. Have a look around if you must, but we need to act soon.
What can I do to help?
The Bloodthorn cultists stole our portal stones. I swore off violence when I left the guard, but killing cultists might be the only way to recover the portal stones.
I'll deal with the cultists for you.
We need those stones to get into our enclave without being seen. Recover the stones and activate them inside the huts so my sisters can join you. I still have my stone. Here, set it by the entrance to the Weird Tree and I'll step through to meet you.
I'll take care of it. Letter to Where's Gwen. Things have gotten strange around the Weird Tree since you've been traveling. Remember those weird vines that began sprouting a few weeks ago? Well, they've grown huge and they seem evil somehow. I know it sounds crazy, but that's the only way I can describe it. Evil with a capital E. I noticed that the forest animals have become agitated and even aggressive when they get close to the strange vines. Moreover, as the vines grow stronger, the aggressive behavior lasts longer. I'm beginning to fear that the creatures will attack soon. That's how much the presence of the vines has changed them. And now it's worse than I feared. Some of the vines have mutated, and now they spawn lurchers from their corrupted thorns. I'm sorry, Whereas, but I can't stay here any longer. Bloodthorn cultists have attacked us and taken control of the portal stone caves beneath the huts. I can't prove it, but I'm certain these cultists are responsible for our recent troubles. I have failed you, but I hope you can forgive me. I know you won't listen, but I urge you to stay away from the Weird Tree until this all blows over. Whereas Tommy.
circle around.
You opened the portal in the perfect spot. Now we can get to work.
Okay. There's supposed to be a book, but I can't find it. Ah! Glenumbra's People. By Aldous Brissot. To the outside observer, the assorted peoples of the region of High Rock known as Glenumbra often seem more similar than different. While it's true that most people in the region take their cues for culture, architecture, food, and dress from a common Breton template, it would be foolhardy to dismiss the cultural differences between the larger populations and the multitude of diverse subcultures present throughout the region. Dania. Dominated by the cultural influence of Daggerfall, Dania is the home and heartland of Breton's quest obsession. For those unfamiliar with the term, it refers to the practice by which young members of the poor and serf classes can partake in heroic tasks to elevate themselves to the ranks of the nobility. The cultural narratives of Dania are filled with tales of lowly taking on great quests to win the respect and accolades of those above them. It is my suspicion that the famed independent spirit of the Danian people is an extension of this narrative of upward mobility. Of note, this area is also home to the weird subculture, and several witches' covens dedicated to the worship of nature inhabit the vast forests of Dania. Cambrai Hills. Camlorn and its surrounding villages are a hodgepodge of different Breton cultures. The nobility of Camlorn fancy themselves an aristocracy of poets and artists, often taking a pacifistic tact in the dealings between Daggerfall and Wayrest. Camlorn has benefited much as a go-between for trade and an open market for goods, both Iliac Bay and the Etheric Ocean. The Cambrai Hills are well known as being haunted, and any given member of the populace usually has a unique ghost story or two to share. The largest subculture of note are the swamp-dwelling Bretons of the eastern bogs that stretch from the Hag Fen to Aldcroft. Kingsguard. This region is so named for the mountainous ridge that forms a natural barrier between Glenumbra, Rivenspire, and Stormhaven, across which is a crossroads for trade moving between these major regions of High Rock, and the place has become a melting pot of dress, food, and culture of the Breton city-states. Not so much a subculture, but a subgroup of note. For Kingsguard is the Red Rook bandit clan. While the Red Rooks are present throughout Glenumbra, they originated in the mountains and foothills of Kingsguard as a loose collection of hunters and highwaymen that preyed upon caravans moving across the pass.
It's always worth stocking up.
stand back. We shall begin the ritual.
Hey, it was another player and I didn't try to kill them. Oh, me.
The time has come to reclaim the Weird Tree.
What do you need?
We have come to save the Weird Tree.
You placed my stone well. I should be protected this close to the tree.
What should I do next?
We need to summon the Guardians. With their power, we can cleanse this place of Angof's foul influence.
How do I summon the Guardians?
Angof's cursed vines prevent the Guardians from getting anywhere near the Weird Tree. Find the vines that grow within the circles of weird blossoms and destroy them. That should allow the Guardians to appear before you.
Should have been more prepared.
The earth weakens. Angof's poison corrupts it. Together we will crush this vile manifestation.
I'm ready.
Good. I cannot harm this corruption of the earth, but I can protect you from its attacks. Listen to my warnings, and you will prevail. I shall tell you when to return to my side. If you are close, I can shield you from the spirit's attacks.
These stones belong to Angof.
The spirit casts a spell that shall shake the very ground beneath you. To my side, now! It is defeated.
I'm with you.
This pollution is almost too much for me to bear. Help us restore balance to the weird tree.
What should I do?
Destroy the corrupting spirit, and then we can cleanse this place. Listen to my words. I shall offer what aid I can. Stay close, and let my power flow over you.
These stones belong to Angof.
The tide of battle turns. To my side, now! It is defeated.
Move on already.
Yeah!
Retribution must be swift. Angof will pay for his insolence.
I'm here to help you.
The weird tree must continue to reach for the sky. You must destroy the corruption of air. Heed my warnings and you will survive the vile creature's onslaught. When I call, come to me. My power shall protect you.
These stones belong to Angof.
The winds of battle turn against you. Come here and I shall protect you.
It is defeated.
Yeah!
Ready to ride.
I can feel the oppressive weight of Angof's corruption lifting. I sense the gratitude of the Guardians, but I also sense fear. Angof's vermin are afraid.
All of the spirits of corruption have been destroyed.
You did well, and I'm happy to stand at your side. Now we finally have a chance against Angof and putting an end to his unholy corruption. There's one more challenge we have to face, though. Angof's last wraith nests within the tree. It won't be banished very easily, but the Guardians promise to help you. When you're ready, enter the tree and expel the foul spirit.
I'll put an end to this right now.
Destroy this foulness! Set the weird tree free!
Witch's puppet has come. Time to end your interference once and
The spirit casts a spell that shall shake the very ground beneath you. To my side, now!
Thank you.
Finally.
You may have destroyed
Some
one
quiet.
of my slaves, but I have so many more.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's so beautiful. Do you see? Things have already changed. The weird tree has been restored.
Well, I'm just glad I was able to help.
Thank the Guardians that you did. We were losing this battle, but now things are different. And you, a stranger. It's a wonder you risked your life for us. There's no end to the surprises this world has to offer. I served in the Lion Guard before coming to the Weird, so I know more about the world. I think it's time my sisters stopped hiding. We could benefit from more outside contact.
Will the weird tree recover?
If there are no more attacks, the tree will be fine. A hunter, Gloria Fausta, came looking for help while you were inside the tree. I'm ashamed to say we turned her away. We couldn't divert our attention when the outcome of your battle was still unclear.
Where did she go?
Aldcroft. She said werewolves captured Camlorn and the Duke had fled. We weren't able to aid her, but perhaps you can. Chamberlain Weller and Aldcroft would know more.
I'll head to Aldcroft. Okay. So... the Beldama weird tree is cleared. Okay, and over here, alright. Yeah, that's part of what we did the other day. We'll head back up there, but next time we'll head to Aldcroft and continue the main quest there. We're almost halfway through with the zone. Nice. Oh, this is a beautiful spot to end. The sound of running water. As Sharp said, finally some peace. It's good to see. I'll pick a flower.
You could brew something nice with that.
Yeah, let's go do that, Sharp. Let's go brew something nice. So have a wonderful time of day wherever you are. And thank you for joining me.